Okay. Yes, sir. In the Once again, good afternoon. Yes, in the previous class, we have started discussing this chapter called Understanding Activities and Intents. See, in the mobile app, see, this chapter is all about the basics of the Android. In the previous classes, we have discussed about how to install the Android Studio, what is the architecture, all those things we have discussed, and also uh, what are the attributes, why XML is required, why we write inside the XML, what is a view, what is a view group, how to add the text inside the layout, what are the layout properties, all those things we have discussed. Now we are going into the next level, that is creating the screens in detail about the views that we are going to discuss in the coming chapters. Now we are going to discuss about the screens, how to create a screen, any view, how to send the data from one screen to the another screen, how to get back the data from the second screen to the first screen, all those things that we are going to discuss in this chapter. Each screen in your app, in any mobile app, each screen is called as an activity here. What we are going to call each screen, we are going to call as an activity. What is the meaning of intent? Intent is nothing but it is an object. Programmatically, if you want to call it, is an object. It's a container, Java container, where in that we are going to store some value that we are going to send from one screen to the other screen. Because in your mobile app, I think you have seen in one screen you have entered some name, age, uh, state, district, address, all those information you have entered, and you will click on the save button. That is going to go to the next screen. That will go to the next screen. That same information is being carried to the next screen. How we are going to send that information from one screen to the second screen is using these intents. It's an object, it's a container where you are going to add the data inside that and you are going to send. Sometimes you are going to save the data in the second screen and you will get back the result to the first screen. That is also possible with using this intents. Is it clear what is the meaning of the word intent? Intent is an object. Intent is an object where you are going to store some data and you are going to send it to the second screen, third screen, multiple screens. From there also you are going to get back the data. Arthaita, what is the meaning of the word activities and intent? Activities is nothing but a screen, a single screen with buttons, checkbox, radio button, all those things. Like this, in your app, if you click on the camera button, it will open another screen. If you click on this button, it will open the another email app. This each screen, we are going to call it as an activity. Now, if you want to develop one screen, if you want to develop one screen, what are the things you have to create? ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ the three things you have to create. One is you have to create a Java class where I'll show it in the Android Studio. Inside it com.example.demo application. Inside this, you have to create one Java file. Here already one is there. Already one screen is there inside this main activity. If you want to add one more screen, you have to add one more Java file inside this. Inside the layout, one more XML. One more XML. You can give any name to that. You can give any name to that. Example, activity underscore second screen dot xml. Activity underscore second screen dot xml. This is the second thing you have to do. Inside this XML, Android manifest dot xml. Here you see there is an entry for one Java file. You have to write in the same way another entry for another Java file. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜಾವಾ ಫೈಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ com.example.demo application, that name you have to give. See, already dot main activity, this file entry is been there. You have to add one more entry. These are the 3 steps. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? 3 steps. Is it clear? What are the 3 steps you have to do? Yes or no? If anyone have doubts, you can send it in the chat. That's all right. It is not clear. Please show it once again. Any doubts? What are the 3 things you have to do inside a Java an app? Winkle, is it clear? Winkle, are you there? Yes, Winkle is there. Okay. Okay. Someone has told one more time. Yes. In order to develop, in order to okay. In order to create one screen, see already this is one sample application which I have created. In that there is only one screen. That is why one XML, one .java file, and there is an entry in the Android manifesto.xml. I want a second screen. In that case, you have to create second file, XML, layout XML file. Some name you have to give. Layout file name, any name, activity underscore second screen dot XML. Here I'll just change the name to second screen dot XML. Okay, now another screen is created. In the same way, one more file you have to create inside the Java. It is main activity. The name is main activity. I'll call the second Java file as second activity. Inside that, second activity is created. And one more is inside this Android manifesto.xml, I have to make an entry and I have to change the name to second, and you have to remove this intent filter. I'll say what is the use of that intent filter. Is it clear now? These 3 things you have to do. Now, one Java file, one XML file, and one entry in the Android manifesto.xml. Is it clear now? Okay. These are the 3 things you have to do. That is the 3 steps here. Create an activity Java class, implement a user interface, and declare that new activity in the app manifest. These are the 3 steps. Creating the activity. Now, create an activity class. See, inside the Java file, what should be there? Inside the Java file, what is there? See, the first main activity.xml. The main activity, inside this, there are some import statements. Is import statements. So some libraries are required for this. That is why we are going to import that libraries. ಇದು ನೀವು ಸಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ash include std.h, ash include konya.h, string.h, math.h. In the Java, you have to write import. What is the specific library it is required? Import. What is the specific library which is required? ಈ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಯಾವ ಫೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಒಳಗಿದೆ, ಕಾಮ್ ಫೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಇದೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಡೆಮೋ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಫೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಒಳಗೆ ಮೇನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಡಾಟ್ ಜಾವಾ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್. These two things you have to write in the beginning, package and import statements. Package is nothing but where exactly main activity dot java is there. It is inside this folder, com example demo application. Now inside this public class, see any Java file that you have to write inside a class itself, which should be access to everyone. That is why public class, the class name, it should extend app compact activity. Why is this function, some users, as I am the user, I am going to use it. If I ask you to write, you may forget this method to write. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ನಾನು ಬರೀತೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಅವರು ಬರೆಯೋಲ್ಲ. In order to enforce them to write the function, what we are going to write is, we are going to add this keyword called extend app compact activity. If any class extends this class, this is another class which is already been written by the Android Google team. ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲೇ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅವ್ರು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವೇನ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, this will enforce you to write this function. ಎನ್ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪೈಲ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. It will give you the error. In that case, that is the advantage of this app compact activity. This will enforce you to write the function. What exactly we write inside this is, from this Java file, we are going to create the activity which is already been written. Now ಏನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬರ್ದಿದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ. Whatever the things you write, whatever the things you see on the mobile screen, whenever you launch the app, ಒಂದು ಆಪ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವೆರಡು ಲೈನ್ ಇಂದ. You are going to write it inside the function called onCreate. onCreate, whatever the bundle is nothing but some set of data is there. That set of data you are going to pass it to the parent class. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ parent class ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಇದು child class, ಇದು parent class. Parent class ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. You forget this, don't worry about this, it is not so clear to you. This is the one you should understand. Set content view. What this indicates, set content view is, this is the instruction, ಇದೇ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಬರಕ್ ಕಾರಣ. This is the one, set content view. R dot, R is nothing but this one, resources. Layout, layout is nothing but this function, layout. Inside this activity underscore main, this is the one XML name. ಈ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, because of this function, because of this screen. ಇದ್ರ ಬದಲಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, activity underscore second screen. Then you can give that name. You can give r dot layout dot second screen. This is not, is it clear? What are the things we should write it here? What is this, the meaning of set content? What is the use of this set content view? Why we should extend this? ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಇದು ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Why we should extend? Why we should write this? Anyone in the chat you can type why we should extend this. What is the use? Why we? Because we have to enforce to write this function. ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೀಲೇಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಮರೀತಾರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಬರೀತಾರೆ. Because of that reason itself, we want to enforce the user, the programmer to write. That is why we extend this. Whenever we extend, it will not compile until you write this program. What this function will do is, it is going to create and open the first screen. This is the one function which going to tell which screen it should open, and r.layout.activity_main.xml. I think this is clear now. I'll move on to the next part. How to implement the user interface? What is the second step? Implement the user interface is nothing but activity_main. Inside this, see, there is one text view. The text view android.text equals hello world. Then my question is, what will be visible on the screen? Screen ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ visible ಇರುತ್ತೆ? activity_main ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು text view ಇದೆ. ಏನ್ screen ಮೇಲೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Whenever if I launch this application, ಈ app ಎಲ್ಲರ ನನ್ನ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? What will be visible? Anyone? Very good. Yes. The answer is correct. The hello world, it is going to come. See, that is what it is going to be visible on the screen, because the text here is android:text equals hello world. That is the reason. This will be the height and width. This one will be the height and width that will be set. Now declare the activity in the manifest. See, if you develop in any screen, you have to register that. Whenever you develop any screen, you have to register it somewhere. ನೀವೇನೋ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಒಂದು ಬರೀತೀರಾ, ಒಂದು ಜಾವಾ ಫೈಲ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಆಂಡ್ರಾಯ್ಡಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, if it wants to, the Android wants to know how many Java files are or how many screens are there, means you have to make a entry in the Android manifest.xml. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ? The syntax is angular brackets activity android:name equals dot the Java name, Java file name. This is the second activity. Within the double quotes, close the angular bracket and close the tag, that is activity tag. Close the activity tag. This is the syntax. Activity tag open ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ಆಂಡ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ನೇಮ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. android:name equals within the double quotes dot second activity. Then you have to close that tag /activity. Is it clear how to register inside the manifesto file? How many number of Java files you write, those many entries should be there here. ಇಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಜಾವಾ ಫೈಲ್ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. It will not be recognized and it cannot be used. See here, for the second Java file, I have not written anything inside this. But for the first main activity, there is a tag called intent filter. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, intent filter ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. What is the meaning of this intent filter is, this is the tag which indicates the first activity should be launched, the starting point of the application. ಈ ತರ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ -filter ಯಾವ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಒಳಗಿರುತ್ತೋ, even though if you have so many other activities, assume that you have created another 10 activities. So on the 10 activities ನೀವು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಹೈಫನ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಯಾವ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಒಳಗಿರುತ್ತೋ that activity will be called first. That is the starting point. That is the meaning of this intent hyphen filter. In that also, this will be indicated by this tag called action. The action indicates this is the main function. This will be the main function, main underscore activity. This action tag indicates this will be the starting point of the application. And category, what this tag will do is, in order to launch this, it is going to make it available. This function is, it will make it available for this system to launch with this tag. ಇದು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಟೋಟಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಹೈಫನ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್. ಇದು ಯಾವ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಒಳಗಿರುತ್ತೋ that will be called first. Is it clear what is the meaning of this intent hyphen filter? Any doubts in this intent hyphen filter? Okay. Even you can add multiple, even you can add more activities to your project. You can add the multiple files. You can directly have added the copy paste, or else file new activity menu. You can go file new. See here, so many lists are there. In this list, you can add any of the activity, empty activity, map activity, any other activities you can add to this screen. You have another option. Or else, if that is by default, those activities which are already been created by the Google and they have given, it is not always you have to use those. You can directly create like this. ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಆ ತರನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಫೈಲ್ ನ್ಯೂ activity, which one it is required. Already you have these many inbuilt, those activities you can add. ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ, these are the ones by default the Google has given these many screens. You can add it. Next, this is all about the activities. Activity andre enu, that we have discussed. Now it's all about the intents. The intent is nothing but it's an object of the class called intent. The intent ಅನ್ನೋ class ಬರ್ದಾಗಿದೆ already. Yes, it is been developed by the Google, and they have already inside the library. You have to create an instance of that. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಾ ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಮುಂಚೆ? Whether you have heard about the class and object? Anyone can reply? Have you heard of class and object? Suman, Ullas, have you heard of class and object? Suman, Ullas, are you there? Ullas is there. There is no reply from Ullas. 18 EC 107. Ullas, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of class and object?
Class ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸರ್.
ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಾ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ?
sir.
ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್,
Yes, sir.
ಈ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಬರಿತೀವಿ, ಡಬಲ್ ಕೋಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ
Class,
ಕೇಳಿದಿರಾ? ಯಾವ
class.
ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
Yes, sir.
ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
C++.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. Then it is not a problem. Okay, you can move to this. Okay, see that class which has been already been written by the Google and they have added inside the libraries. Now that object that we have to create. Why? What is the use of that object is, in that only we are going to add the data or get back the data. That is the use of that intents. They are called as the message objects. That make and request, these are intents that will make a request to the Android runtime, which is called as Android runtime. That is the software part which is going to run all these screens. ಯಾವ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ರನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಂಡ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್ ರನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರನ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್. ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಂಡ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್ ರನ್ ಟೈಮ್. ದಟ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬೀನ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಬೈ ದಿ Google and they have given you Android runtime. Whenever your app is first started on the device home screen, first the Android runtime will send an intent to your app to start your app main activity. Who is going to call is this Android runtime is going to send an intent to your app. It will going to send the intent object. That intent object, what it will do is it will go and starts the first main activity. ಯಾವ್ದು ನೀವು main screen ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಂಡ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್ ರನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನೀವು ಆಪ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣನೇ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಆಂಡ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಫೆಸ್ಟೋ ಡಾಟ್ XML ಫೈಲ್ ನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಓಪನ್ ದಟ್ ಆಂಡ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಫೆಸ್ಟೋ ಡಾಟ್ ಫೈಲ್. ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸರ್ಚ್ ಫಾರ್ main action and launcher category. Android runtime ಈ ಫೈಲ್ ನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆಂಡ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಫೆಸ್ಟೋ ಡಾಟ್ XML ಫೈಲ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಮೇನ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಮೇನ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಲಾಂಚರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ, ಯಾವ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಒಳಗಿದೆ ನೋಡುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸರ್ಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೇನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಂಚರ್. Then this name will be selected, main activity will be selected. After that it is going to start the home screen. After that the Android runtime has started the first screen. After that if you want to start the second screen, call the third screen, once again come back to the second screen or some other screen. For all that we have to create our own intents. First intent Android runtime send ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. After that we have to create, as a user programmer I have to create the new intents in the Java and you have to call those screens. In order to do that there is a function called start activity method to send that intent. That we are going to discuss now. There are two types of intents, explicit intents and implicit event. Explicit events now we are going to discuss. Implicit events in the next chapter we are going to discuss. ಈಗ ಏನೇನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವೆಲ್ಲದು explicit intents. These explicit intents, how we are, that you can understand is where we are going to specify the complete name of the activity. To move from one screen to the other screen, we are going to use this explicit intents. If as of now You try to understand this first intent, explicit event. Don't worry about this implicit event now. What all the intents object can contain? As I already said, the intent, it's an class where we are going to create an object. What it can store is, it can store data, it can store extras, it can store flags. What is the use of all those three things? I'll explain one by one now. ಒಂದು ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕೀ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್? ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ಗೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಕಳಿಸಕ್ಕೆ, ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ. Where in that place, in order to send the data from one screen to the other screen, or from the second screen in order to get back the data, these intents are being used. Now we are going to start the activity with the explicit intent. Now we'll start discussing explicit intent. Implicit intent in the next chapter. ಏನೇನಿರುತ್ತೆ intents ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Data, extras and flags. Now see how to create an intent. Intent object name equals new intent. Now I am in the first screen. I should go to the second screen. Second activity dot class. Why instead of dot Java, second activity dot class? Why I am giving that? That is the question. I think it is there in your mind. ಈಗ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಜಾವಾ ಫೈಲ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ದಿದೀವಿ? ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. Before that, I will ask one question. Whenever you compile the C program, what is the output? ಕಂಪೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಏನ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ? ರನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ನಾನು, ಕಂಪೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಎರರ್ಸ್, what will be the output of the C program? Anyone? Shilpa, yes. Are you there? Shilpa, yes. Idira? 18EC, 83. Swati, yes. 18EC 101. Swati, yes. Swati, yes. 18EC 101. Are you there? Okay, you are not ready to unmute also. Okay. See, the answer is, whenever we compile the C program, if you go to that folder and if you check, example, some matrix multiplication dot C is the C file. Whenever you compile, matrix multiplication dot C will be there, matrix multiplication dot OBJ will be there, matrix multiplication dot EXE will be there, matrix multiplication dot BAK backup file will be there. The compiled code, it will be there in the file called .obj. In the same way, the compiled Java program is called with the extension .class. Show message or the second screen. Here you can see that show message activity.class. In the Android Studio, see the second activity, that is a Java program that I have given. You have to give like this. Second activity dot class you have to give. Second activity dot class. After that, start activity message intent. The object name you have to pass. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನಿಗೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಜಾವಾ ಫೈಲಿಗೆ ಈ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೂ ಲೈನ್ಸ್. ಈ ಫೈಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು? ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್. In the first screen, you should write this thing. second activity. Like this, if you do from here, from the main activity, from the first screen, the control will go to the second screen. Second activity ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಇದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವುದು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಒನ್. What are the two parameters for the intent? From here, this object activity class, this is the one, is the specific component to start now. If you want to finish it off, close activity, then you can use this function, finish function. Now we move from one screen to the other screen, but we have not added any data. How to add the data or how to open the data in the second screen? In that, first we have to do, we have to create an intent object. How? Like this. Next, add the data or the extras into that intent. Then start the new activity. Start the new activity means the start activity, this one. In the second activity, you have received that intent. Get the intent object in the activity that you have started. In that, you open that intent object and get the data. Second screen ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನ open object ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಡೇಟಾನ ತಕ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. You have to open the data and you have to get back. These are the things you have to do it from the sender and the receiver activity. From the sender activity, from the receiving activity, these are the steps you have to do. How to add the information inside the intent object? ಹೆಂಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೇ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ. ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. ನಾವು in order to add the data like this, create an intent object. Message intent dot set data is the function you have to use. URI, there is a class dot pass. This is a function where in this you can directly pass, in this you can directly pass the web address or the some mobile number or any some file path. Based on that, you have to select the function. URI ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ವೆಬ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ನ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, see this is some website address, google.com. If you are sending some file, then within the URI there is a function called from file. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಸಮ್ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಡೇಟಾ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಸಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ 5, some object you are sending. In that URI.parse function you have to use. In this way, you can add the data inside the message content. After that, start activity. This is simple. 3 steps. Create object, add the content, and start the activity. Now, add extras to the intent. Idon data, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು extras ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. What is this is, if you want to send only one information from one screen to the other screen, ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, ನೇಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಫೋನ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ this function, intent dot set data. You cannot add more than one. If you write like this 4 set data, the last one which will be stored, all the remaining 3 will be removed. ನೀವು ಆದ್ರೂ 4 ಸೆಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರೆದ್ರಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ URI. But if you want to send multiple information from one screen to the other screen, ಈ ಮೇನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಇಂದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದು 10 ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಇನ್ನ 10 ಅಡ್ರೆಸಸ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. In that case, you have to use this field called extras. ಈ extras ಕಳಿಸೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, like this. Create the intent. After that, message intent of put extra. This is the function. I'll previously set data. Set data is the function. Now here it is put extra. ಈ ಪುಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೀ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಪೇರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕೀ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಪೇರ್. ಸಿ extra message. This is the extra message. It is a key here. The key is I have created in the top. In the beginning, I have created com.example. This is one key, and this is the message. This is some coordinate. This is the key value. ಇದೇ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವೇನಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, ನೇಮ್ followed by some name, Suhas. After that, mobile number, mobile, comma, mobile number you can pass. After that, age is a variable name, comma, 25 you can pass. See, 3 times you can add and you can store all the 3 information. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 variables create ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ key ಅಂತ ಬರೆದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ values ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಇದೇನೇ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. Public, final, static string, name, mobile number, age. In that way, 3 variables you can create. Within the double quotes also, you can write the same thing. This is how you are going to add. Instead of creating one by one, I will create a bundle and a bundle of values and single bundle I am going to pass. Put extras ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಕೀ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಪೇರ್. ಅದು ಒಂದು ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ನ ಪುಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಸ್ ಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪುಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಆಡೆಡ್ ಪುಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಸ್. ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬಂಡಲ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ದ ಬಂಡಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. Bundle is a class which is already been created. Here there is a function called, if you are adding a string, put string. If you are adding the number, put int. Put int. This bundle, if you directly pass, you can get that bundle on the receiving side. Start the activity. Start the activity. This is how you can send the data from one screen. Now we are just sending. We have not opened the receiving side. In the receiving side, how to open? There also function. Here we are not going to create a new intent object. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರ intent object ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Now intent equals get intent you have to pass. This one you have to write it in the receiving side ಬರಿಬೇಕಿದಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಬೇಕು. ಡಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಯೂಸ್. ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದಿ URI ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ URI ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ, ಗೆಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಬಂಡಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಬಂಡಲ್ ಇಂದ ತಗೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಡಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಸ್. ದಟ್ ಬಂಡಲ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್. From that bundle object, get string, key you have to give, value you are going to get. Extras dot get string, name if you give, you will get the name. Extras dot get int, mobile number if you give, mobile number it will be stored. It is what the getting the data back from an activity. Now there is a situation. From first screen, we will go to the second screen. You are going to do something, but you don't. The control will not come back. ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, until unless you write in that way. Instead of calling start activity, if you use start activity for result, the control will come back to the first screen once the job is done in the second screen. Start activity ಅಂತ ಮಾಡೋ ಬದಲಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗ ಎರಡನೇ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕು ಆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಇಂದ. ಯು ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಫೋಟೋ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್, if you are requesting from photo pic request, that is the second value. This scenario you can understand in the ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಫೀಚರ್. ನಿಮ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಫೋಟೋ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಫೋಟೋನ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಆ ಫೋಟೋನ ನೀವು ವ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. You have to view that photo. In that case, you will select that from the gallery. From the gallery, you are going to select. In that case, from the first screen, from the camera app, you are going into the second screen, that is gallery. From there, you have selected a photo and you are coming back to the camera. In that case, you are going to send this request, photo pic request. ಈ ತರ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಆಪ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ದು ಕಾಮ ಫೋಟೋ ಪಿಕ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್. If you are expecting something in one screen, from the second screen, you have to use this start activity for result. Now, how to write a response from the second screen? How to write the response from the second screen? First screen ಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಹೌದು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು? What are the things you have to add it in the second screen and you have to send? You have to, you already have that object. ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಗೆಟ್ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. Object dot set put extra some return message. This is the keyword. This will be the value. After that, this intent, here you have to use the function called set result. Set result you have to use and you have to set the result in that. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Result okay means all the whatever the job you have done is successful. In that case, you can use result underscore okay. Some operation the user has closed. In that case, result underscore cancelled. That you have to pass the first parameter. The second one is which intent you have to pass back to the first screen. ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. This is the function you have to use set result in the second screen. ಈ set result ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. Now we have to open that in the first screen. Now ಈಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ set result ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಈ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. In order to open that, we have to write the code like this. Public void on activity result. What is the request code? ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಿರೋ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಿರೋ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್. Now, if we have requested text and if the result is okay, then get back that result. ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಓಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಇಫ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಯೂಸರ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ದ ಯೂಸರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ಡ್. This is how you are going to write the if condition. If you have requested text, that is the first condition. Request code equals text request. If you have request photo, request code equals photo request. From the receiving side, ಬರ್ತಿರೋದು result underscore cancelled. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್? ಯೂಸರಿಗೆ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರ, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ಡ್. ಇಫ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ದಿ ಡೇಟಾ. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿಂದ? ಡೇಟಾ ಡಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಡ್. This is how you are going to get back the data. See this activity navigation that we will discuss in the next class. If you still find difficulty to write this, what I suggest is the other options you can choose. Still other open electives are there. If you find it's very difficulty to understand or to write this code, If you are comfortable, no problem in learning this subject, mobile application development. But after this, so many classes, if you still find difficulty, you can go for another options. But don't feel bad at the end of the semester. Please decide now itself. And if you want to change, you can change, or else you can study this subject itself. You can continue with this subject. If you are so much interested, you can be in this subject. You can create an application on your own. I'm ready to help. Or else if you find it very difficult, ಸರ್ ಒಂದ್ ಅಕ್ಷರ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದ್ ಚೂರು ಹೋಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿಂಗ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಬೆಟರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್. Other any theory subjects or any other programming languages if you are comfortable. Okay. You can send your attendance, and once you send, you can exit.